I had a little time to think while I was off of this thing, and I was thinking about what Donald Trump said when he called people like lowlives and uh, scumbags and stuff like that, and all the things that we're catching him in now, as far as adultery and different things like that. Isn't a man married? I mean, don't you have to have a certain level of morals and values to be a leader? And when he called uh, people friends one moment and lowlifes the next, it just boggles my mind is to think that how could he call somebody a lowlife when he's getting caught in all these situations where he's with hookers and stuff. If you're gonna be in the spotlight, you have to portray a certain image and um, to be a leader. It's just something else, and nobody says anything. They're still saying things about how Obama didn't do this, and he's to blame for that. This man is leading us into war, and I guess for the most part, war is big business. I'm watching Fury now. Um, Man, I've been through a lot since I haven't been on here with the VA and different things, and I thought all these evaluations was over. Now they sending me on one last evaluation. They go through all this long, drawn out thing and show you how Phoenix is. And I had my 100% since 2008 from Toma, Wisconsin. So they go through this long, drawn out thing about my disability and my scarring and different things, and they took away um, 70, 30% and gave me 70% somewhere else, and took away something else and zeroed out something else, only to put me back to 100% without even addressing the malpractice suit at the VA. Now, when I asked them that, now they sent me to this evaluation, I guess, in the next 10 days or something for pain and suffering. So, why are you messing with something that's already established? Um, Going and checking through and seeing if you any kind of way can make me have less money than I have, $2,900 a month. You want to try to find a way to try to strip me of that, which you couldn't. And we wasted how many? It's been 3 years. Me complaining about the same thing. I didn't have a hair on my face until I used something for your foot called Amapair to sand off these hard places on my skin. And now my hair's growing. It took me 2 years for my hair to grow on my face. And my legs here, I have to put plastic around them because the hair is trapped under my skin, and it feels like cactus under there. So that's the only way. I just stumbled across that. I hadn't had a decent night's sleep probably in about 2 years. I wake up during the night. It's just like having cactus in your legs, like you fell in a cactus bush. 114 degrees up here in Phoenix. So now they want to send me to another evaluation, which is going to be the last evaluation, and give me my damn money. But it is just something else that I was thinking about Trump, how he calls people low lives and different things like that. And though he doesn't have to be a religious man, I never see him go to church. His wife tries to stand behind him. And what does she think about that? She says nothing about having an open relationship with him, and he does what he does, and she does what she does. You never hear any negative adultery stuff about her. She's from another country. He's from Scottish or something like that. But he's so hard on immigrants, and it is really amazing how smart the Mexican people are. They speak two languages, and he speaks two languages, English and racism, and they have morals and values. They take care of their old and the young. Here in Phoenix, how they turn their back on the Mexican people when they babysit for them and took their kids to school and made sure they had their lunch and no kid drowned up here. I'm not gonna spend my $1,000 to go for this invention I had to save these kids. Now I see everybody hear about my idea and they beat around the bush and study saying, well, damn, you know what? That black man came up with something. He's been talking about it for 3 years about a electronic ring or chipping kids sold in kids' clothing. So when they got wet or when they got left in a car, it would send a signal to your phone, AT&T alarm system, fire department, and your mother-in-law. But what do? One comes up with an electronic probe that somebody can walk over the pool gate and steal, dive in the pool and steal both of them. The other kid come up with a sensor on the gate. When the gate is open, it alerts your phone. See, these are ideas they got off of listening to me, and I told them I didn't care about getting rich. I only cared about saving the kids. But they have so much pride here in Arizona, just like this Congress woman, whoever her name is. She says she's leery of government, but she's trying to get elected to govern over people. So I find it confusing when she says that. Her brother is a Phoenix police. She's here in Arizona. I just can't remember her name right now. And she says that she's really leery about government, and but she's trying to govern over different people. So it is like Trump. Trump says he's going to do everything. Now he kicks you in the face. He commits adultery. He lies. He gets tricked into different things, and still he goes too far where you can't even stand behind him because you're too embarrassed. It's just something else. So how can he call anybody a lowlife? When you talk about other people and you call them names, it more or less reflects on you, you know. But I've been off here a while, and I've been kind of getting. I got some really good videos coming up about what happens behind the scenes at Channel 3 and other news stations. And but I'm gonna watch this movie Fury that I just got, and this movie, and my license is going good. On as well as that, I gotta take my road test Friday. I'll be all legal then. It's been hot as hell up here in Phoenix too, but I really been kind of sick of being on this thing. It's too much negativity, and it kind of eats me up. But the topic of this was, how can a president, how could a person, how can a leader call someone else something and not lead and walk the walk and show others not to do this, not to do that. He weakens the country, he weakens the nation, he weakens the people. And who do you elect after that? Who can you trust? So I finna watch this picture now, and that's just something that came in mind. How people are so proud up here in Phoenix, and so sneaky, and so petty, that they hope you die so they can take over what you came up with and call it their own. Thank you.